center with me, Maria Shakil. Dethroning the BJP in the coveted state of Karnataka was a major victory for the Congress party. But now there is a political musical chairs over the post of Chief Minister. Top Congress sources tell CNN News 18 that the party's top brass has decided to make Siddaramaiah Chief Minister as he has the support of the majority of MLAs. In fact, on Monday, Mr. Siddaramaiah reached the national capital to meet Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. However, since that stunning win, Karnataka Congress Chief DK Shivakumar continues to make the pitch for the top post in the state. After mobilizing his supporters, including powerful Vokaliga groups, DK Shivakumar is also in Delhi. And speaking exclusively to CNN News 18, he said that to him, loyalty is his royalty, adding that under his leadership, the Congress party secured 135 seats. DK Shivakumar's meeting with Mr. Kharge has ended, and now Mr. Siddaramaiah is meeting the Congress chief. Top Congress sources say an announcement of the chief minister's post will be made soon. Amidst the tussle in the Congress camp, the impact of the victory is clear. It has led to a rethink by opposition leaders, some of whom were against the Congress playing a central role in a proposed front against the BJP for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has hinted at supporting the grand old party, stating that wherever the Congress is strong, the TMC will provide support. Meanwhile, Akhilesh Yadav has taken a similar line. But everything depends on the Congress party's momentum for the 2024 elections. Who is best equipped to maintain that pace in Karnataka will decide this battle for Karnataka Chief Minister's post. And I'm going to go straight to the reporters who are tracking the story. Pallavi Ghosh, senior journalist, is joining us live. Harish Upadhyay is joining me live from Bengaluru. We also have Sharon outside Mr. Kharge's residence. So Pallavi, will it be today that we'll know about who will be the Karnataka ka Mukhyamantri?
Well, the chances are that announcement is going to take place sometime tomorrow, though there are sections within the Congress party who feel that in an ideal situation, we would want that announcement to take place. But now what has happened is that there has been one round of meeting between Mr. Siddaramaiah and the Congress president, and another one between DK Shivakumar and the Congress president. But the final critical meeting remains, and that is one which includes Randeep Surjewala, KC Venugopal and the Congress president, and possibly over the phone with Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and meetings have already been done with Rahul Gandhi. That is what is likely to give a final shape to who's going to become the chief minister, and not just that, what should be the shape and tenor of the government as far as Karnataka is concerned, because the challenge doesn't end with choosing the right kind of a chief minister. The challenge is also to ensure that the government is stable based on consensus, has the caste combinations, equations right, and sends out a correct message, because a real big challenge ahead now is not just of governance but also of winning the Lok Sabha elections, as many seats as it can from that state. And therefore that is why it is very, very important to just have the right kind of a formula. That is also going to be one big challenge. So it's quite likely now that that the announcement could take place tomorrow through a press conference.
And do we know the formula, Pallavi?
Well, I mean, I asked this to the date from the top Congress sources, is there a formula of a rotation basis? They've said absolutely no. We have not discussed any such formula. We are mulling over various options. What is most important, I think, challenging for the Congress party at this point of time, as I've been pointing out through the day, is you have to get the combinations right. You choose a chief minister who has a mass appeal, who has the support of largest number of MLAs, and also most importantly is hands-on on governance. The last thing the Congress party would want at this point of time in Karnataka is almost a frequent bickering. That often pulls the government down. See, Rahul Gandhi made it very clear, I want Karnataka to be the test case, because that is going to be the benchmark for our governance model. This is the way we can show the BJP that, you know, we don't make false promises. We fulfill our promises as soon as possible, and whatever happens in Karnataka will be used by the Congress party in its campaign in Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh as well.
And Sharon is joining me from outside Mr. Kharge's residence. Who all are present in that meeting that is taking place presently in his house, Sharon?
The DK's meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge, it was in fact a one-on-one meeting where only Mallikarjun Kharge, the AICC president, and also DK Shivakumar was only the two people who are present in the meeting. Similarly, in this meeting as well, it is in fact a one-on-one meeting where Siddaramaiah is meeting Mallikarjun Kharge. So both of them have been given the proper time to hear them out as far as their concerns are concerned, or any type of negotiation that they want to do at this point. DK was in fact here for about 40 minutes, and Siddaramaiah also, it's been over 20 minutes that he is still inside the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. The sources also within Congress have been telling us that it is very unlikely that the decision on the chief ministerial phase will be made today. It could be most probably tomorrow, when an official announcement from the Congress party will be coming. So as of now, what we are being told is that this could be in fact the final meeting for today. There is no possibility of any meeting as far as Mallikarjun Kharge is concerned. This after Siddaramaiah, there might not be any sort of meeting, but there could in fact be a final meeting where Mallikarjun Kharge along with the Congress leadership will take the final decision, and in most all likelihood the decision will be announced tomorrow, is what the sources have been suggesting.
Okay, so if the announcement happens, will it be at AICC headquarters or will it be in Bengaluru? Harish is in Bengaluru. Harish, what are you picking up from your sources in Siddaramaiah's camp? If he is indeed the man of the moment, then would he have wanted an announcement of that nature come in Bengaluru?
Well, in fact, Siddaramaiah's camp is saying that whatever the decision, that clarity would be in Delhi, and it would be very clear by the time he comes back to Bengaluru. In fact, some of them saying that even the question of Deputy Chief Minister would be solved by the time both these leaders come back to Bengaluru. If indeed DK Shivakumar ends up being the Deputy Chief Minister, there's a less likelihood of having other Deputy Chief Ministers. This is something that will get finalized perhaps later tonight or tomorrow. But Siddaramaiah's camp are very confident, maintaining that they have the numbers, they have the support of the MLAs, and it would be extremely difficult for the Congress High Command to look that over, ignore that, and give this position to DK Shivakumar. That's what they're really banking on, that they have the numbers, and they will need Siddaramaiah if they want to do well in 2024.
But to Pallavi, if it is indeed a CM, Deputy CM formula, but you have several others who are also in queue for the Deputy Chief Minister's post. They are also staking claim for it, which includes Mr. M.B. Patil, Mr. Parameshwara, talking about the Lingayat vote shift, the other one talking about the Dalits voting for the Congress party. Besides these two gentlemen, Siddaramaiah and Mr. DK Shivakumar, is there a possibility of a dark horse?
If you're talking in terms of a chief minister, highly unlikely. I think the race is largely between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, though in politics, frankly speaking, I wouldn't just rule out anyone. But as talking about deputy CMs are concerned, it also becomes a tricky concept. As long as you have only one deputy chief minister, you manage to control the situation. But if you have more than one deputy CM, I don't know how much that is really going to work out. I think more than that, the challenge will be to ensure the good, perfect portfolio distribution. Obviously, the ones who are putting their stake in becoming either the CM or becoming a big player, I'm not talking just about DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah here, but through the day in the last 24 to 48 hours, we've been hearing voices of different claimants. They would expect that, at least we can settle down for a very, very good portfolio. So it's a very small pie, and everyone would want to have the best slice of it. And I think thereby lies the challenge. That's also one of the main reasons why there could be a delay, it's not an easy job. And I would see this as Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's first big challenge, and this happens to be his home state. So he has to get the formula right, and that will become the benchmark for the Congress's formula in other upcoming state elections. As I've been saying repeatedly, bickering is the last thing that the Congress party can afford at this point of time, and that's certainly not the message or signal they would want to send out.
All right, Pallavi, really appreciate your time. Thank you, Sharon, and Harish as well. We are going to come back to all of you in just a bit. Let me bring in my panelists. Guru Prakash Paswan, spokesperson of the BJP, Mohan Kumaramangalam, spokesperson of the Congress, JP Majumdar representing the TMC, Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist, R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist. Neerja, if Rahul Gandhi says that how they settled the power pie in Karnataka will decide the roadmap for the party, how they live up to the promises that they have made, those 5 guarantees will decide the roadmap for the party, then they should certainly settle the Chief Minister's question. Who will be the Chief Minister question soon?
Look, I think that seems to be have been decided from all accounts. Whether it's the MLAs who favored Mr. Siddaramaiah, more MLAs favored Mr. Siddaramaiah. It is the formula, the power sharing formula that's obviously been debated. And, it cannot be that you just give D.K. Shivakumar Deputy CM-ship and get inconsequential ministries. It has to be weighty ministries. He has to be a power in the ministry. So I think that is something they would have been talking about. They would have to give either home or finance. And maybe, other ministries that he would want, like energy is something he has worked on. And maybe the development of Bangalore. So it could be this formula, I feel, is what is being debated during the day, and it cannot be the way it was with Sachin Pilot. You made him deputy CM and you gave him very inconsequential ministries, and also if the chief minister starts to marginalize the number 2 and clip his wings because there is a threat from that person, then this is not going to work. It has to, there has to be justice for unity to become a reality. And I think that is something the Congress will do well to keep in mind.
I think that's the big takeaway, justice for unity. R. Rajagopalan, what is it that you'll be watching out for in this power sharing that's happening there in the Congress party?
I certainly agree with Nirja. The reason being, Maria, if it is going to be 3 deputy chief ministers,
yes,
and D.K. Shivakumar says, I will not be one among the 3. I should be the tall person even as a deputy. Suppose if 2 deputy chief ministers are there for one South Karnataka or North Karnataka, that also he does not want to agree. Apart from that, I consider this, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge wants to, withdraw from this. He wants to put the, entire onus on the mother, son and the daughter. And the mother and the daughter are away from Delhi. Only the son is playing the fiddle. My understanding of the situation is Kharge lost his clarity. Kharge lost his leadership quality. Kharge lost his, image as a leader, because in Rajasthan, he could not do anything with Sachin Pilot, though he was an observer. In Karnataka, he has failed because it is now 96 hours, Maria. The state is in limbo. There are, 8 to 10 IAS officers who are wanting to take some decisions, which is in between the interregnum government. They are also being sidelined. My understanding again is that whatever the formula or formulae you bring in, it is going to be a massive failure of Congress, unity move. Taking examples of Chhattisgarh Singh Dev, Rajasthan's, Sachin Pilot, and in
Mr.
Karnataka.
Rajgopalan, can I just intervene a little? Because they have learnt lessons from both the states, maybe they'll get the formula right this time around. Mohan Kumaramangalam, go ahead.
Maria, I mean, if he thinks Mr. Kharge has failed, then maybe he's looking at slightly different election results than I've been looking at in Karnataka. Secondly, it's been a little over 78 hours. And in this time frame, the Congress party has set in motion a democratic process of consulting the MLAs by bringing in outside observers. They have set in motion taking those MLAs' responses and then speaking to individual leaders. And I think at the pace at which we're going, the BJP should be fairly envious of the process we have set up. If you look at all the way back in 2016, the PDP and the BJP left the government hanging for 120 days. In 2021, a month after the election in Puducherry, Mr. Narayanasamy was the sole chief minister with no cabinet. It took 2 months just for the army, or I think little over a month for the 2-man army of Mr. Shinde and Mr. Fadnavis to constitute a cabinet. And it took over a week from the last round of elections for the BJP to even announce a chief minister for Goa, Uttarakhand, Manipur, etc. So the BJP, or people who pretend to be neutral but are their mouthpieces on this show, should be envious of the pace at which the Congress party is moving and the manner in which we're moving.
I agree with you, Mohan. I will not question the duration in this entire process here, because that is something that should be left to the Congress party. It's not too... the results were announced only on Saturday. But that specific question, Mohan, of what could be the best formula. How do you placate leaders like Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who will say that he is crucial in this victory?
I don't see this as a question of placating someone. I see this as collective leadership that's worked very hard to give us a historic mandate, and that they are again going to be tasked with responsibilities, and who is actually apt for what responsibility in this new government is being decided. And yes, it is very important that going into an election next year, which is a general election. So those are also considerations that as any political party, the Congress party will also keep in mind. So this is an issue of placation. I mean, Mr. Shivakumar, in all the statements that he's given since yesterday, has reposed his faith in the national leadership of the Congress party and has said in no uncertain terms that he isn't out to blackmail or backstab anyone.
So all's well in the Congress party, despite, this entire decision having been, it's taking a little more time. Guru Prakash Paswan, why is the BJP getting so impatient with the entire, time that the Congress may be taking in deciding who the chief minister should be?
Maria, a very warm good evening to you and my fellow panelists. We must understand that one of the greatest USPs of our democracy is the smooth transition of power. We have seen how the transitions of power has happened in the past, but this time it's like an open house in Karnataka. You have a Congress senior leader, Mr. G. Parameshwar, doing a dharna. I want to become the chief minister. You have another senior leader from the Congress party who is being given the credit for the victory of the Congress party, Mr. Shivakumar, who is saying it on record. It is on record that I am not going to backstab. I am not going to blackmail. You have a son of a Congress president, Priyank Kharge, who even before the election results were announced saying that mere father ko CM banana hai. You have another leader, Mr. Siddaramaiah, who wants to be the chief minister. So this is like an open house in Karnataka. This is something which is clearly beyond our comprehension. But Maria, we have to understand a couple of things. This is the modus operandi from the Congress's textbook in Rajasthan. You have a senior leader in Rajasthan, Mr. Sachin Pilot, doing a yatra against its own government. He is doing an Amra Anshan against its own government. You have a minister from the Congress government, Mr. Rajendra Godar, saying that there are allegations of corruptions on the Congress leadership. Come to Chhattisgarh, you have a similar situation between Mr. T.S. Singh Dev and Bhupesh Baghel. What is this? And time and again, we are hearing the Congress president.
There is some big breaking news that is coming in now in this power tussle that is happening for the big chief minister's chair. What sources are telling us is as to what DKS and Mr. Siddaramaiah have told Mr. Kharge, who is the Congress president. Sources say that D.K. Shivakumar points out that he has worked for the party while Mr. Siddaramaiah has not contributed to building the organization. He has just enjoyed power is what D.K. Shivakumar is believed to have told Mr. Kharge. D.K. Shivakumar indicates that he is not open to take up any other offer if he is not given the chief minister's post. So nothing less than the chief minister's chair is acceptable to me is what D.K. Shivakumar is believed to have told Mr. Kharge in that meeting that took place some time back. Mr. Siddaramaiah has told the Congress president that the majority of the opinions of the MLAs have already been taken. That the party should be going with that because that should be seen as a natural choice. The popular person is with the person who is being backed by most of the MLAs. Harish is getting us that news. Harish, over to you. This is D.K. Shivakumar clearly digging in his heels, saying nothing less than the chief minister's chair is acceptable to him.
Absolutely. Both camps placing arguments before Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge on why they should be the chief minister. Two crucial points by D.K. Shivakumar here. He's pointing out that he's the man who's worked for the party, whether it was in 2013, he was back then a working president also, and later on he says when nobody wanted to become KPCC chief, I became a KPCC chief after the disastrous performance in 2019. He also points out that Siddaramaiah, being a late entrant, has never worked for the party organization. It's he who has worked for the party organization and instilled some life into the party organization. He's also making a very valid and strong point. He is saying that I will not settle for anything less than the chief minister's chair. So while there is a lot of talk about whether he'll be given the Deputy Chief Minister, whether he'll be given the Water Resources Ministry, he is saying if that is not what I'm being given, then I do not want to get into details of what the offer is, the counter offer is from the High Command. I don't want to get into that at all. That seems to be the argument placed before Kharge, while Siddaramaiah sticking to his stance, saying that whatever the popular opinion that has come out, the majority opinion that has come out in the ballot that was held at the Shangri-La Hotel of the Congress Legislature Party, that should be the natural choice. He says if somebody has got the majority of the legislature backing him, he is the popular and obvious choice for the Chief Minister. So he is clearly going by that argument that he's placed ever since day one. In fact, much before the election also, he said whoever enjoys MLA support, he will become the Chief Minister. He clearly understands that if that's the game, then it's in his favor, and he continues to say that. There are indications that both of it has been, both these arguments have been placed before Kharge, and Kharge really hasn't said much to both these leaders, is what we understand.
Okay, so on one hand, DK Shivakumar has communicated to Mr. Kharge that he set up the Congress. So he is the organization man, he is the organization builder, and he is the one who worked for the party. On the other hand, and hence nothing less than the Chief Minister's chair is acceptable to him. On the other hand is Mr. Siddaramaiah, who says that go with the opinion of the MLAs because most of the MLAs are standing with me and hence I should be the Chief Minister. So Harish, who will finally decide? In the sense that both the arguments are valid, but we have seen always that when it is about the popular leader, it is always with who the MLAs are backing.
Yes, but it also has, there's an important player here. Let's remember, DK Shivakumar is banking heavily on Sonia Gandhi. He believes she's the one who can tilt the scale in his favor. And in fact, yesterday when we were talking to some people close to DK Shivakumar, they said the reason we are not going to Delhi today is because she's not there. Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are not there. Even today, we believe Sonia Gandhi and DK Shivakumar haven't really had a conversation as such. We'll have to see if that will happen much later in the evening once these meetings get over. But they're really banking on the support of Sonia Gandhi and also the fact that he's been patient since 2013. He did not put up a big fight in 2013. It was between Siddaramaiah and Mallikarjun Kharge. In 2018 also, he did not ask for much, even when that government was formed between the JDS and the Congress. He also pointed out elsewhere that Siddaramaiah was made as the CLP leader and leader of opposition, and there was no opposition from him. He didn't really object to that strongly. He was waiting for his time. And now it's time to reward him. That's what he's been saying in a very subtle manner since the results came out. And now today he's making it very clear that if he's not given the Deputy Chief Minister post, then he's not looking at anything else. Yesterday,
but is it about Deputy Chief Minister's post, Harish, or only the Chief Minister's chair? Nothing less than the Chief Minister's chair?
Yes, nothing less than the Chief Minister's chair. That's what he's saying. That's what I want. If there is anything else, it's pointless. They are also quick to point out two things yesterday when I was talking to his people. They are saying, one, even the Deputy Chief Minister post is a ceremonial designation. It's not a constitutional one.
That's right.
It's just a minister with a portfolio having this title of a Deputy Chief Minister. Nothing much changes. They're also quick to point out that there may be other people who want heavy-duty portfolios, but they're indicating, they're in fact saying that here is a man who has absolutely no problem with wealth. He doesn't need these heavy-duty portfolios like we see in a coalition government. They are saying he's a man who's worked for the party, he's asking for the Chief Minister post, and that's the only thing that can satisfy him or make him feel that he's been rewarded for the kind of work that he's put in over the last few decades.
So it's only getting complicated, Harish. I'm going to come back to you in just a bit because this is, of course, a developing story. Mr. Mohan Kumaramangalam, DK Shivakumar indicating that he is not going to settle for anything less than the Chief Minister's chair.
Maria, I'm not sure where you're getting this information unless you have Mr. Kharge's office bugged, because I haven't seen a public statement from either Mr. Shivakumar
so that's
or
why
Mr.
we are saying Congress sources.
So it's impossible
Congress
for me.
Sources,
I don't know which Congress
that's
sources.
The way political
If
journalists
they have
report.
A one-to-one
Nothing unusual about
room,
it.
Unless your sources are in that room, it's impossible for me to comment on half-truths or conjecture. I can tell you that from the public utterances of the individuals concerned, none have shown an unwillingness to talk about what the government formation would look like. And I have to comment on a little bit of what the BJP spokesperson said, because I don't see where Mr. Parameshwar is on dharna anywhere. So it's really going to get hard to talk about what's actually happening if people are just outright lying on your program. And I would suggest that you actually ask them to show some level of proof before they come out and they start throwing accusations at people who are well-respected individuals in Karnataka politics.
Will you respond to this, Guru?
No, we have to understand a couple of things first. And like I said, this is a similar textbook case of Congress wherever Congress is in power. And that's precisely the point. You see this in Chhattisgarh, there is a constant tussle, conflict of interest.
Where is the constant
the
tussle?
People of the state.
No, where is the constant tussle?
I did not speak when you were speaking.
Okay.
I did not speak when Maria, you either asked him to speak and complete.
Guru,
I don't participate in a debate like this.
Yes, Guru. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my friend from the Congress party has spoken on his occasion. Please have the grace and the patience to listen to other party as well. We congratulate you. We congratulate you for this mandate for the people of Karnataka. But you have to understand, nowhere in the country, you give me one example. I come from the Bharatiya Janata Party. We are the single largest party in Maharashtra. We had the grace to accept the post of Deputy Chief Minister as well in Maharashtra after the new government was formed. This is what you're in politics for. Politics is for service. Politics is for charity. Politics should not be only exclusively pursuit of power. Where is your politics? Why are you in politics? I want to ask you tonight, what are your objectives of being in politics? Everywhere you see your own people, your own leaders are questioning the credibility of your own government. Sachin Pilot is a senior leader. He is every day challenging the authority of Mr. Ashok Gehlot. What has the Congress party done? Nothing. Similar things are happening in Chhattisgarh as well. Similarly, we have seen in Karnataka as well. You have just won an election. We congratulate you for that. But what about the people of Karnataka, sir? What about the issues of Karnataka, sir? Every day. It has taken so long and it's an open house, Maria. It's an open house in Karnataka. Everyone is taking a claim for the top post. There is absolutely no consensus. You have one president from the Congress party, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who has been sadly reduced only as a postman. And this I say with all the respect for him. We have great amount of respect for Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. You have made a Dalit a national president of your political party, but you have reduced him only as a postman. Every time he's coming in front of the press and he's saying, High Command bolega, High Command ke paas mein jaunga. Who is this High Command? Has the people of Karnataka
Some more
chosen the High
news
Command
coming
as their chief
in
minister?
on
Please
the
explain this
musical
to me.
chairs for the
Who is
chief
this High Command?
minister's post in Karnataka. Now we are being told that Rahul Gandhi has said on the chief minister's choice in Karnataka that he has no choice and he has left it to Mr. Kharge as it is his home state. So who should be the next chief minister has been left on Mr. Kharge. Rahul Gandhi has said, I have no choice. You decide, Mr. Kharge, because this is your home state. Pallavi Ghosh is joining me. So just remember what all happened today at Mr. Kharge's residence. Before Mr. D.K. Shivakumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah arrived, Rahul Gandhi went to see the Congress president. What he communicated to him is this. Sources are telling CNN News 18 that Rahul Gandhi told Mr. Kharge that he has no choice and it is for Mr. Kharge to decide because he is from Karnataka. He understands the dynamics of the state. He understands the role and the contribution of each and every leader in the run-up to the big victory in Karnataka, and hence he is best placed to make the final decision. That is what Rahul Gandhi has told. And soon after that meeting, we saw two meetings take place at Mr. Kharge's home. One was D.K. Shivakumar, the other he met Mr. Siddaramaiah. Pallavi Ghosh is joining us. Pallavi, so Rahul Gandhi is saying that he has no choice. You decide who should be the next chief minister.
Yes, so that's some big news which is just coming out. So remember, there was a one-on-one meeting earlier in the day in which Mr. K.C. Venugopal was also present. And at that meeting, Rahul Gandhi told the Congress president that I am not here to make any choice. I have no preferences. It's your prerogative, your state, and you know best who is the best person to actually govern the state of Karnataka. But the only wish list which Rahul Gandhi really gave was that, the statistics show me that the SC, ST, the Muslims, the women, and the poor were the ones who actually voted for the party. And therefore, it is this section of the population who must be represented as far as the government formation is concerned. And not just that, what Rahul Gandhi also said was that I want the government to be formed soon so that those 5 guarantees are fulfilled immediately in the first cabinet meeting of the new government.
Okay, so Rahul Gandhi saying that the government should be formed soon, but because it has been left on Mr. Kharge, when is he taking that call, Pallavi?
I think the decision will not happen before tomorrow. We are already seeing that the meeting between Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar one-on-one. And, based on the inputs that he's got from the two of them, there's going to be a final internal big meeting within the party. Need not be personally. It could be through a Zoom. It could be through a telephone also. Obviously, they are in touch with Sonia Gandhi. They are in touch with Rahul Gandhi as well. And then a final clarity or I think a perfect picture will emerge possibly later tonight. And that official announcement is only expected tomorrow.
And Pallavi, so the announcement is likely to be made perhaps by Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge himself. But how much will history come to haunt Mr. Siddaramaiah?
Well, Siddaramaiah was chosen over others last time round. He became the chief minister. He was the one who was believed to have been the only one who could keep a JDS-Congress coalition together. So normally the procedure is that you talk to the MLAs, you talk to the main stakeholders, you take the inputs from the party, and you take a final decision, an internal meeting which takes place. Announcement is normally made by the state in charge, in this case Randeep Surjewala, KC Venugopal, who's General Secretary in charge of the organization, and of course the CLP leader as well as DK Shivakumar. Look, at the end of the day, the party will have to show that they are one, that they are united, that there is no difference among themselves. And that's the reason why it is important that there has to be a show of strength, a show of unity. As word starts coming out of different strokes of two stakeholders flexing their muscles, I think the party would have to face this kind of a challenge to show that all is well.
Pallavi, Siddaramaiah's team has always indicated that Rahul Gandhi is firmly with him. But now if Rahul Gandhi has stepped out of this choice and he has left it on Mr. Kharge, do we really know the answer?
I think the Gandhis have decided to take a back step. It's not a coincidence. I think it was very much planned that Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will not be here in the national capital and they are on a holiday to Shimla. Rahul Gandhi met with Mr. Kharge only earlier in the day, and in that meeting he put forward to him what was his proposal, and I've already put that out for you. So I don't think any of the Gandhis really want to be seen as meddling or dictating who should become the chief minister. They want to have that hands-off approach, considering the fact that none of the three hold any position, barring Sonia Gandhi, who's the UPA chairperson. It's a Congress president, and they wanted to look as if it's the Congress president alone who enjoys the prerogative to take a final call, especially since Mallikarjun Kharge himself belongs to Karnataka and he understands the state's politics.
All right, Pallavi, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. A quick word also from Harish on this. Harish, so DK Shivakumar, sources telling you that he will not settle for anything less than the chief minister's chair, and Rahul Gandhi, we are being told, has said that he will not be backseat driving in this entire choice. He has left it on Mr. Kharge. How should this be read?
Well, Maria, let's look at two important statements or rather arguments made by Siddaramaiah camp for the last few months. When Rahul Gandhi came to Siddaramaiah's birthday bash in Davangere, Siddaramaiah's camp claimed that that's an indication that Rahul backs Siddaramaiah full-fledged, and that's the kind of support he enjoys from Rahul Gandhi. Even recently, in fact, Siddaramaiah's camp, after election results also, they said Siddaramaiah wanted to retire. It was, in fact, Rahul Gandhi during that Davangere birthday bash said Siddaramaiah should be active, work full-fledged for the party, and he would be rewarded. These are two important arguments that they were making. But if suddenly Rahul Gandhi leaves it to Mallikarjun Kharge, there are multiple ways to look at it. Let's also, as you rightly mentioned, let's not forget there's a history. Mallikarjun Kharge and Siddaramaiah were the two contenders in 2013. There were other names, but it was seen as a face-off between these two, and Siddaramaiah emerged victorious in 2013. So Mallikarjun Kharge also knows what has happened in the party over the last few years. He himself is a man who's contributed immensely to the party organization and has grown up from grassroots levels. So a lot of factors that will weigh in on his mind or his decision.
All right, Harish. Continue to be with us because this is our developing story, as we have been saying. There are several twists and turns. How should we be reading the last 10 minutes, Neerja?
Look, it's developing into a nail-biting finish.
And Mr. Majumdar, thank you so much for your patience. I'm going to come to you in just a bit, sir, because you know the role of opposition parties is only getting diluted with this decision taking a little more time. Yes, go ahead, Neerja.
Yeah. So I said the suspense is mounting. It's not an easy decision at all, because both Siddaramaiah and DKS have played a major role in the victory of the party. You know, in a different way, Siddaramaiah represents the old vote base of the Congress party, OBC, Dalit, tribal and Muslim. This Ahinda combination. DKS is the go-getter, the troubleshooter, the money raiser, and so on. He's the new brand of politics that he brings to the table. So, and there can only be one chief minister. The other has to be number two. So it's not an easy one, and democracy is all about power struggle. So we've got to reckon with all that. And yet there are very interesting things that, you know, with Rahul Gandhi taking a back seat, you know, the question arises because in the formulation that DKS has made, it's as if he was told, you win Karnataka for us and you will be given the top job. Maybe not so explicitly.
But Neerja, you know, this is also trying to legitimize the president's chair, in the sense that if Mr. Kharge is the Congress president, then he should be seen also as taking calls for the future of the party. You know, the Gandhis do not want to be seen probably, although Rahul Gandhi has met...
yes, the MLAs, Maria, the MLAs authorized not the High Command.
Yes.
The MLAs authorized the Congress president.
Yes.
So that is a very clear break.
Okay, a quick movement towards the developments that have happened through the last 48 hours with the statements that have come from Mamata Banerjee and Samajwadi Party chief. Mr. Majumdar, there is a realization that when it comes to direct fights for the Lok Sabha, roughly around 150 is about BJP versus the Congress, and hence the other opposition parties should take a backseat on those contests. But at the same time, you're expecting full support from the Congress party in the state of Bengal, that they should take a backseat when it is about fight with the BJP. Is that how the opposition is looking at it? Mr. Majumdar.
Now listen.
Yes.
Thank you. After 40 minutes, I got a chance. I hope I will get 2 minutes time.
Apologies, sir. It's a developing story, sir. What do we do? I mean, every minute there is a breaking news that is coming.
I know. Now, all the breaking news was so funny and fantastic. You people really, my admiration to you people, that must be Chinese intelligence agency, American CIA or KGB, they will be wondering that CNN News 18 has got such a sources that
Mr.
what
Majumdar,
happened
it comes
between
from all political
Siddaramaiah
parties.
and
There's nothing new. There is no KGB that is needed in these.
No. Listen, no.
Excuse me.
No, listen, nah. You'll find it, you know, at times comedy relief is also there.
Acha.
Siddaramaiah talking with Kharge, no one was there, you know. What discussion took place. Kharge having talked with Shivakumar, News 18 knows what actually transpired.
Yes, we
Rahul
really are proud of our reporters because they have their ear to the ground and they have also the ear in those
over the world.
Please go ahead.
Listen now. CIA must be wondering, we require such intelligence system. Because we wonder the top leaders of India, what they are discussing. This news channel comes to know then and there. My congratulations. My congratulations to CNN 18. Now coming to your question. The question is that all opposition parties are capable of taking decisions. Yes. I was hearing with amazement about my BJP spokesperson who is here. Look, the whole South India is out of their hand. That is 130 seats. They are not thinking about their home. They are thinking where Congress may go wrong. They are not thinking why we have lost Karnataka. What happened to 28 Lok Sabha seat there? They are only thinking and they are saying, look, what bad administration or management Congress has. Similar thing they have done with Trinamool Congress when in 2021 election, Agla baar 200 par, Amit Shah and Narendra Modi,
India.
and they lost
Majumdarji, do you not consider Pondicherry as part of South India? Stop misleading the people of India. Please look at your back at what is happening in West Bengal.
Please don't interrupt.
People are being killed, people are being lynched.
I didn't interrupt you.
You don't have any authority of that.
Have decency.
You are factually incorrect. You are factually incorrect.
Do not interrupt.
Don't
him.
interrupt. Have decency. I did not interrupt you. That
You are
is the,
factually incorrect.
when you
आप गलत
know
बोल रहे
the
हैं.
truth, you
आप गलत
cannot
बोल रहे हैं.
digest. अरे चुप
Arey,
कीजिए.
you are factually incorrect,
उनको चुप
Majumdar
कराइए.
ji. You are a
I am
senior
waiting
person.
for 40
You are a
minutes.
senior
Okay,
person.
okay,
Not to
okay,
hear
Guru,
you.
just
That's
listen to him,
South
please.
India, sir.
If
Please
you don't
listen
have
to him. Yes,
patience,
Mr. Majumdar, go ahead.
Don't
Politically
represent
part of
BJP.
South
If
India.
you don't
Mr.
have
Majumdar,
patience,
Mr.
don't
Majumdar,
represent
yes.
BJP.
Okay, Mr. Majumdar, बोलिए. हाँ.
उसको चुप कराइए ना. ये क्या डिसेंसी हुआ?
चलिए बोलिए ना.
When he was speaking, I didn't interrupt.
Yes, नाराज मत होइए, बोलिए.
सबसे बड़ा बात है
जी.
ना yeah, I know it's a channel. You have got some obligation to BJP.
Sir,
We know
please
that.
go ahead.
But at least after making me wait for 40 minutes,
Please go ahead,
at least
sir.
you
Please
should
go
not
ahead.
allow these
Please go
gentlemen
ahead. Please
to
go ahead.
interrupt me. That is the basic decency. Now let me have another 30 seconds. After that, BJP person can say whatever he likes. The truth is, after defeat from Bengal, both Prime Minister and Amit Shah left Bengal and again came to Bengal after 400 days. Before that, they were doing the Delhi passenger. Every alternate day they were coming. Now the question is, Mamata Banerjee knows how to unite opposition. She has got that leadership. Don't forget, by experience in national politics, Mamata Banerjee is now the senior most leader in India. Senior most leader. And she has told that Congress will fight in approximately 200 seats, 1:1, 1 against 1 against BJP. And rest, all the local parties, Anchalik parties, they will
But that
take on
formula is
BJP
not acceptable
1
to the
against
Congress.
1. In
Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said that he will fight
Who
against
told
you in
you?
Bengal.
Who told you? No, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is not the decision maker. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is not the decision maker in Congress. I will remind you, in a dinner party, Rahul Gandhi gave a statement that if required, I will pass aside, I will sit aside so that the opposition party can come together. Then he gave the responsibility to Nitish Kumar. Then Nitish ji, आप जाइए सबका साथ बात कीजिए. That is on
लेकिन
record.
मजूमदार जी, नीतीश
Adhir
कुमार
Ranjan
खुद कितने
Chaudhary
trustworthy
is
हैं?
At Bengal being
पूरे
financed
पॉलिटिक्स
by
में तो उनका
BJP.
U-turn ही
Adhir
U-turn
Ranjan
हुआ है.
Chaudhary in Bengal, he is financed by BJP. He is towing the line of BJP.
No, but
That is
how
not
much
the
is trust?
truth.
How can the
Congress
opposition
will
really?
take their
Can the
own
opposition
decision.
really
We are
trust
waiting
Nitish
for
Kumar?
that.
Can you trust Nitish Kumar? What is the guarantee that after 2 weeks he will not do another U-turn and perhaps join the hands with the BJP? What is the guarantee?
Question is, you all want that the opposition party should not trust each other, and that will be the success.
No, but
formula,
why are you
success
telling us it
formula
is
of
visible
BJP?
in the track record
How
of Nitish
can-
Kumar?
why-
Who
why
can trust
media
him is the
so bothered?
question. Can the Congress trust him, Mr. Mohan? Can the Congress trust Nitish Kumar?
No, BJP trusted him.
Forget about us.
Hold on.
BJP
Hold on.
trusted
Did the
him.
Samajwadi
And at
Party
that
trust
time,
the
there was
Congress?
nothing
No.
wrong.
I think you
He
please
Did the
wanted
TMC
to
trust the
asking
Congress?
any
No.
opposition
Then why
parties
tell
to trust
the
each
media
other,
about
not
it?
trust each other.
Look at your own
That was
politics.
Can I make
No.
a point here?
Yes, go ahead. No, one moment.
I want Mr. Rajgopalan and Mr. Paswan to first apologize for calling Mr. Kharge weak, a postman unclear. The terminology used was disgusting. And I've quietly heard them out while they talk this manner. Now you yourself are reporting that it is Mr. Kharge who's going to be the decision maker in this case. So on what basis can they use this sort of terminology? Is it that they were comprehensively defeated? Their Lord and Master, the Prime Minister, was comprehensively defeated by a man who's come from the grassroots, from humble beginnings. So they will use whatever terminology they want to talk about him. They'll call him weak, they'll call him unclear, they'll call him a postman. They've crossed all limits of decency, and I demand an apology from both of them for using this terminology for Mr. Kharge.
So, okay, Guru, you have to apologize, as was the Congress spokesperson saying.
I was patiently listening to our friend from the Trinamool Congress, and let me remind him that there is a very good saying in Hindi, na nauman tel hoga na radha nachegi. You are trusting Mamata Banerjee, you are trusting Nitish Kumar, there is a BRS who wants to be the Prime Minister. Ye raita nahi hai na, sir. This is the country of 1.4 billion people, and you have to win the faith of the people of 1.4 billion people of India. You are not going to do that. As far as you are concerned, let me remind you that in Pondicherry is very much part of South India, and in Pondicherry we are the part of the government. We have mayors in Hyderabad, we have MLAs in Tamil Nadu, we have ward councillors in Kerala. Can you stop imagining that? Please stop operating on the basis of your whims and fancies. You are just speaking out of your whims and fancies. We are a very strong party in South India. Number two, my friend from the...
Okay. I have just enough time for the two experts. Mr. Rajgopalan, first a quick response from you on what the Congress is saying. That you have to apologize that Mr. Kharge is not taking the call.
Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge should have been stronger enough to take a decision in 72 hours. And Congress leadership is not strong. My understanding is that they won the election because of ATM, Paytm, PAM, CM, Vagera. Now, are they looking for ATM? Are they looking for Paytm? Why should they do it? 17 cases are against Mr. D.K. Shivakumar in the Enforcement Directorate. That is what Siddaramaiah camp is saying. Suppose if 17 cases are to be reopened or investigated, will the Chief Minister go to jail? So therefore, there are confusion in Congress. It should have been very stronger leadership.
Okay.
I will not apologize because it's weak leadership.
From Mr. Kharge's residence, from outside Mr. Kharge's residence, you can see journalists, all of them present with their mics and OBs. We'll try and connect with our reporter there as to who has really left Mr. Kharge's home. Is it Mr. Siddaramaiah? So is he done with the meetings for the day? And when is the final announcement likely? Neerja, we are looking at those visuals. Even as we look at these visuals, the question particularly is that will Mr. Kharge be looking at history when he takes that call, because now the ball firmly in his court?
And rightly so. Of course, he should be able to consult with people like Rahul Gandhi, which they've been doing during the day. I'm sure he's an old hand. He's a seasoned politician. And yes, the ball is now in his court. And I think they have decided on Siddaramaiah. It's how to bring D.K. Shivakumar around to accepting it with a formula that gives him enough weight in the new ministry. The other, of course, option would be that he stays as the party chief. But then you have two power centers in Karnataka. How that will work out remains to be seen. You know, how the Congress handles this in the next hours will determine, you know, the note on which the new government starts. And also its, you know, trajectory in national politics leading up to the elections in 2024. People are watching very carefully the finesse, the sophistication with which the Congress addresses this problem that it is confronted with, which all parties are confronted with.
Yes, we can see those visuals of Mr. Siddaramaiah, you know, sitting next to the, sitting in the front seat next to the driver, and he is now leaving for the Karnataka Bhavan. That's where both the leaders are staying. But yes, Neerja, you know, the entire process is being watched very closely because, you know, first the legitimacy of the chief minister's chair, the legitimacy also of Mr. Kharge's position as the Congress chief. Has that been established, particularly with Rahul Gandhi visiting him and then also saying that he will be the one deciding? Has Rahul Gandhi also communicated what the Gandhis think Mrs. Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are not in Delhi, they are in Shimla. So all these are part of the larger optics to really send a message then that it is Mr. Kharge who's taking that call. Sharon is live with us from Mr. Kharge's home. So Sharon, unlikely that the announcement will happen today. The question is, what is the formula? We really do not know. If it is Mr. Siddaramaiah, which looks almost certain now, then what is Mr. D.K. Shivakumar getting? Sharon.
Well, in fact, Siddaramaiah just left from the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. The meeting went on for over an hour. He, in fact, reached here at about 6:30, and it is now that he left from the residence. And like you rightly pointed out, Maria, it is very highly unlikely that a decision will be announced by the Congress party today. Now that Mallikarjun Kharge has met both the leaders, there is going to be one final decision that will, in fact, be taken by the Congress leadership. That includes the High Command, that includes the AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge. Now, both of them, what we have been told is that they have, in fact, put down what they really want from the party as far as the cabinet or the chief ministership is concerned. We have to get, of course, the information of the nitty-gritties, what really were the demands that were put, what was the negotiation that was put. We will be getting you those information. But as of now, both these meetings are over. And as of now, it is very unlikely that a decision will be announced today. By tomorrow, a day or two is the timeline that has been given to us, that an official announcement will be made by the party as far as the chief ministerial candidate is concerned. As far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned,
as political journalists, Sharon, we also read the number of minutes or perhaps the time that is spent between the two leaders. Mr. Kharge and Mr. Siddaramaiah were together in that meeting for over an hour. The other meeting with D.K. Shivakumar lasted for 45 minutes, Sharon.
Absolutely, Maria, because that is one thing that everyone will look for, the kind of body language, how long the meeting went on. With D.K. Shivakumar, it was in fact about 40 to 45 minutes, like you pointed out. But as far as Siddaramaiah is concerned, and I have pointed it out in the earlier OB as well, that when Siddaramaiah came here, he came with a five-car convoy that had few MLAs also. But whereas D.K. Shivakumar is concerned, he came alone in one car. He was the only one who came here with his driver, had a one-on-one meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge. But as far as Siddaramaiah is concerned, there were in fact 5 cars that were full of MLAs, and though it was a one-on-one meeting, but a show of strength was also in fact shown by Siddaramaiah, and the meeting in fact went on for over 1 hour. So clearly the timing has to say something. Clearly it seems that Siddaramaiah had more to say. It seems there were a lot of talks that went on in this particular meeting. Now all decision lies with the AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, but in all likelihood the decision will be announced only by tomorrow or day after is what we are being told, Maria.
Okay, and Sharon, quickly, so if that announcement is to happen, will it be done by Mr. Kharge at the AICC headquarters, or will it be the Congress in charge of Karnataka, Mr. Surjewala and K.C. Venugopal? What will be the protocol that will be followed?
Well, what we are being told as of now is that because the situation is very sensitive, they want to in fact follow up all the due process and protocol, and that is exactly what is happening. There could in fact be a delay of about a day as well to take the decision. Now, where will the announcement will be made? It could of course be the AICC headquarters, because generally that is where usually the such announcements are in fact made. So whether there will be a press conference or a press statement, because it has happened
Sharon, last time around, I remember last time around when it was about Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, it was Rahul Gandhi who had tweeted with some quotes and standing with both the leaders. In one case, Bhupesh Baghel and T.S. Singhdeo, the other one, Jyotiraditya Scindia and Minister Kamal Nath. Sharon, continue to stay with us. This remains our top focus here on CNN News 18. We are slipping into a short break.